As a Vikings fan, I'm saying it right now. Justin Jefferson should have won Rookie of the Year. You can't tell me otherwise, Drew. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rivalz podcast, the podcast where two friends who are fans of rival teams talk about sports. We're your hosts, Drew and Noah, and today we're going to be talking about our Super Bowl reaction. You know, Super Bowl weekend, just this past weekend right now. And, the NFL awards, all that stuff.
Today's topic, we have the intro, a few different side topics we'll get into. We'll go on about the NFL awards. We have our Super Bowl reaction at the end, and then we'll tell you what we'll be doing on Thursday for our NBA episode. So, yes. Yeah. So, first off,
we're gonna
NFL awards. We'll just touch this briefly because we already went over all the stats and all that.
Yeah, we went over all the stats, But, we made a video about this last week. Aaron Rodgers, as we predicted, won MVP. I think everyone knew that he deserved it the most out of the league. Offensive Player of the Year, we have Derrick Henry of the Titans. And, here, Drew, you can say the next few.
Yeah, so Rookie of the Year and Offensive Rookie of the Year being Herbert. Defensive Player of the Year being Aaron Donald. Defensive Rookie of the Year being Chase Young. Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski, and then comeback player, Alex Smith.
We have a few.
Nothing too special.
At least I have a few criticisms. Well, I think we both actually do a few. Starting off, we'll go to the one that we both think. Defensive Player of the Year. We did predict TJ Watt to win it. I still stand by TJ Watt. Probably should have won it.
The thing about this is, if Aaron Donald's going to win it this year over TJ Watt, Aaron Donald is going to win it every year.
At this point, he's already won it like 3 times, I think. TJ Watt, he beat TJ Watt out, even though TJ Watt was a leader in sacks. It was a very, I don't know. I think it could have gone either way. We did say that Aaron Donald, it really could have. But I would have wanted either Xavier Howard or TJ Watt to win it. But, that's what everyone's talking about right now. Another thing everyone's talking about right now is Rookie of the Year / Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Okay, no one's talking about this.
Everyone is talking about this, Drew.
Nobody's talking
Everyone is talking about this. Alright, I'm just going to go straight into it. As a Vikings fan, I'm saying it right now. Justin Jefferson should have won Rookie of the Year. You can't tell me otherwise, Drew.
Last episode, I'll let you talk and state your point. But last episode, I did say that Jefferson has a chance to win it. I've had a change of heart. And it's not just because I'm a Packers fan.
It is just because he's a Packers fan.
No, Herbert had one of the best rookies, if not the best, not the best, but one of the best ever rookie season for a quarterback. 36 touchdowns, stats go up and up, and he deserved it.
No, he didn't. Look, Herbert had a great season. He's a great player. But Justin Jefferson broke the record for yards by a rookie. Receiving yards by a rookie. That was Randy Moss's record. Randy Moss. He beat out Randy Moss. Herbert beat out a few people. He had 2 records. Here's their accolades this year. Herbert claimed 2 rookie records. Justin Jefferson claimed 1 rookie record, but made All-Pro, made Pro Bowl. He just should have won it overall. He had a spectacular season. He didn't even play the first 3. He barely played the first 3 games. Didn't start. And after that, he had such a big impact on our team. He drew double teams as a rookie. You can't get anything better out of a receiver as a rookie.
So anyway, we'll be moving on to our next topic. So, we got the Super Bowl.
I'm a bit salty about that, guys.
We don't need to talk about that anymore. Just be quiet. Super Bowl time. The moment you've all been waiting for. So, Tampa Bay, obviously.
Tampa Bay absolutely destroying, pretty much.
Tampa Bay crushed them, 31-9. And,
you know, here are the...
It wasn't close any of the game.
I mean, yeah, they just kind of... It wasn't a very fun... I think everyone can agree. This wasn't much of a fun Super Bowl to watch.
It was a moment of a lifetime. Kansas City and the rest of any NFL fan, it was a boring Super Bowl to watch.
And apparently, this is becoming Rivalz podcast tradition. Our predictions were absolutely wrong. Completely wrong. Like, just... Maybe, I don't know if this is going to continue into, like, NBA, but, I mean, the divisional round, we predicted the exact wrong teams. This time, we predicted the Chiefs would win by 10. They lost by 20. I mean...
But we're not the only ones here who, like... It's just insane how Tampa Bay... Bruce Arians is such a good coach for doing this with Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady came over, but Bruce Arians still had to coach him. And, like, I remember Tampa Bay was 7-5. They didn't lose the rest of the season this year.
Yeah.
And it really showed in the Super Bowl. Obviously, they were able... They put pressure on Brady. Mahomes. Every single play. There's someone coming in.
And I'm pretty sure during these playoffs, Tampa Bay played, I think, actually, I don't think they played the football team, but other than that, all the teams they played in the playoffs, they played in the regular season, and some of those teams had completely different results. For the Chiefs example, they won in the regular season.
Yes.
They didn't win by, like, it wasn't a complete blowout, but they won by a good amount. And and same thing with the Packers, same thing with the Saints. I mean, Packers, they actually...
Beat them. They beat us both times. But that's not what we're talking about here. So, anyway.
Let's move on to the game summary. These are some of our notes from the game.
Yeah.
Take it away from here, Drew.
Okay, so, obviously, pressure on Mahomes every single play. Shaq Barrett pummeled Mahomes early in the game. Shook up Mahomes. Obviously, Mahomes dealt with the toe injury. And then, we'll go into that in a second, but that's the defensive side for the Buccaneers. They also were able to stop Tyreek Hill. They weren't necessarily able to stop Travis Kelce every single play, but they did a pretty good job. The stat line looks like they couldn't stop him at all, but they did. That was near the end of the game when the Buccaneers were just giving up yards but not big plays.
Yeah, it was. We didn't include the quarter scores, but the Buccaneers led, I'm pretty sure, the entire game.
Yes.
So there was really not much of a chance where the Chiefs could see there was any possibility of the Chiefs. Well, you could say. I mean, we've seen the Chiefs come back from very large leads, but this game was just different. They pressured Mahomes every single play. There was barely any plays where Mahomes had a pocket that didn't collapse.
Yes, he had to run outside, and the Buccaneers, he couldn't make the cross-body throws, and he couldn't make outside throws. He needed to be in the pocket, because when he was in the pocket, he was making all the throws. Yeah,
Mahomes, some people could say that Mahomes had a pretty lackluster game, but that's just, a lot of these throws he was making, they could have been completed, and they were just amazing, absolutely amazing, because he was falling to the ground, throwing to his receivers, and sometimes the receivers would just drop it.
Yeah.
You can't find a way around that. And also, a few other things, the Buccaneers double-teamed Tyreek Hill. That's probably the biggest reason the Chiefs couldn't do anything this entire game. It's because of Tyreek Hill being shut down.
Yes. Every bit of the Chiefs' offense was shut down, putting up only 9 points, didn't score a touchdown in the game, which is insane. First game this year where the Chiefs didn't score a touchdown. And, obviously, Chiefs look like the best team in football all year, every single week. And they get here, and clearly they're not the best team in football this year. And that's the Bucs.
Yeah.
But,
you could say there was
the summary from
there
the
were
game.
so many, like, it's crazy how much how good the Buccaneers defense was. And I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, the refs sold this game. This is all the refs." But really, if you look at it, even if you reversed every single call in the game, the Buccaneers still would have won.
Yes, and it would have been a closer game. But there's a fine line between refs messing up the whole game and them just making a few big errors.
Yeah,
Because
some of the calls weren't great, you could say. I mean, there was Tyrann Mathieu passing it.
But like, that's not. It would have been if you realistically take out all those penalties and the Chiefs hit the ball back. Buccaneers, you're right, Noah. They still lead by at least 7 to 10 points.
Yeah. So moving on to the Buccaneers side of the game. So the Buccaneers side of the game, their offense, we already talked about their defense a lot, but their offense was able to get their pass game going early. They got, actually it was Tom Brady's first touchdown in the first quarter of in a Super Bowl of his career, which is interesting because he's been to how many? He's been to a lot.
10, which this makes him 7-3 in the Super Bowl.
So also the run game was getting some solid yards.
Once they could get their pass game going and had a manageable lead, they just ran all over the Chiefs.
Yeah, Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones was able to just bounce off tackles. Crazy. Offsides penalties and pass interference penalties on the Chiefs really gave them some pretty good position to score. A lot of the pass interference and offsides penalties were valid because of you saw it in the replay.
Yeah, but that's what people are saying. They're saying that it's all the penalties because you can't say how many pass interference. There were at least 6 in this game, and there was like one awful call. The rest were decent. You could argue at either side. It's really your opinion, but
with our view, we think that
the refs it was a pretty good game for the refs. They did a pretty darn good job. But so the Buccaneers, they were just great. Obviously, Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl MVP. Rob Gronkowski even with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's the old connection. That was Gronk just 2 touchdowns. They couldn't guard him. I mean, he's so huge. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't imagine guarding a guy like that. He's just huge. He's tall.
Yes.
How do you do it? But
anything else you'd like to add on the Buccaneers side of things? No, there's nothing much. We've already talked about everything.
We talked about their defense. Devin White, all over the field. You saw the stats. Pretty sure he had 1 interception and some tackles, some assists.
Yeah.
Devin White, also, crazy game.
Also, something else was Jason Pierre-Paul. His stats were almost nothing, like he has been every single game this year, and that's because Mahomes is mobile and able to throw, has a huge arm, unlike anyone else in the league, and so every time Jason Pierre-Paul was rushing Mahomes would just run the opposite way. And so Jason Pierre-Paul actually was one of the best players in this game on defense.
Yeah, he did. If you factor in the pressure on Mahomes, he was the one who was getting off the edge, getting that pressure on him to force him to the sideline where he had to make a difficult throw. You saw Mahomes take a lot of deep shots from just on the run throws. That's where his 1 interception came from. So, Yeah.
Overall, bad game played by the Chiefs. So they could, if they could do it over, they would do everything else. They would fix everything. But Buccaneers, they did the opposite. They were just great. So that's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Now we're gonna just move on to, you have to say the GOAT, right?
You can't talk about this Super Bowl and not talk about Tom Brady. So
yeah, you have to say
about
the
this
GOAT.
last episode and a few episodes before. We went on and on about him. We'll mention it again. Now he has 7 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowl MVPs,
3 MVPs, and 79,204 passing yards, which is
right. It's
surreal.
Yes.
His first Super Bowl, some people in this league were like 2 years old.
Yes.
His first Super Bowl, which is
And he's
crazy to think about. And yeah, he's done it again at 43 years old.
He's won
43 years
multiple
old is
Super Bowls over the age of 40.
43. Most people retire by most people don't even make it to 40.
They don't even get to 40, let alone 35 sometimes.
And this guy's winning Super Bowl MVPs at that age.
So Tom Brady winning Super Bowl MVP for the Bucs. And we'll stop things there. But so obviously Thursday we'll be talking about NBA. We'll be doing our All-Star picks for this year.
This was a bit of a short one. We'll be back to we have a good episode planned for next week. Thursday, and it'll be pretty fun. On some NBA news, Derrick Rose got traded to the Knicks, my favorite team, the Knicks. Derrick Rose got traded to the Knicks. We'll give you some insight on that, what I think, what Drew thinks about the trade on Thursday. But just a sneak peek real quick. I am kind of both ways about it. We'll see. But that's probably gonna end it off here. Thanks for watching. We have our last video did really well, actually. 50 views by the time we're recording this. It's really that's pretty cool. So we'll see you next time on Thursday. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and see ya.